Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharainsville, everybody. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Let's welcome all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that just want to educate yourself. And you already know. Let's welcome all you narcissistic men and women up out here in the streets. Let's go. Listen, Rainbow kind of excited. I got some good news for y'all. Yeah, this is what happens when you keep your boots on the ground. You're a whole advocate. And you're not just advocating for yourself, but you are advocating for the community as well, ladies and gentlemen. So let me tell y'all something. Let's get into this. Let's go. Welcome to Sharainsville, everybody. Listen, let's welcome everybody on my YouTube channel. Alrighty, let's welcome everybody on my support group page, Domestic Violence and Narcissistic Relationships I Survive. And let's welcome everybody on my main page. Big round of applause to everybody. Okay, we're gonna get into this. Let's go. Welcome to Sharainsville, everybody. Yes. Listen, I keep telling y'all, keep your voice heard, right? When I tell y'all, listen, when Sharane World been coming up here with my other videos, probably like a month ago, 2 months ago, if you just keep going back and you listen to the videos, you understand what I'm talking about. When I say, when they be breaking your order protection and you keep your boots on the ground, you keep your voice heard, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now, when I said, oh, Shereen, we're going to try to figure out how to get these policy changes and put them on, anybody charged with domestic violence, and we're going to put them on a registry list, or we're going to figure out how to get something in place where when they come through those doors, they get on probation or they get some type of help up out here in these streets, right? Remember I said that? Yeah, I remember I said that. Ladies and gentlemen, when the narcissist was breaking my order protection, right? My no harassment order protection, my voice was being heard. I kept my voice heard, ladies and gentlemen. Like it took a while. I don't know what they was doing, but I kept my voice heard. And while I was keeping my voice heard, I was coming to YouTube as well, letting y'all know what was going on and what was going wrong. Okay. Throughout the months, right? I've been letting y'all know from June. All right. I've been letting y'all know throughout the months what's been going on as my order protection been getting violated, right? So boom. I'm super excited. So now it feels good to know that these narcissistic people is gonna be placed on probation, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Yes. Oh, they need to do it. Listen, they need to start doing that to us, male or female. Make y'all on some probation. Make y'all do some mandatory domestic violence classes, whatever y'all got going on. I'm excited. That's some good information to hear. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it feels good to know that these narcissists have to be held responsible for what they got, for what they have done wrong about here in the streets to women or men. But me, I'm speaking from my experience, okay? We're speaking about Shereen World right now, okay? And this is why I say awareness, and this is why, I'm a peer mentor survivor for the community, okay? Let's shout out everybody up in Crime Victims Assistance Center. I gotta get them a round of applause. Yeah, I went to go visit the RISE program today. I had to go pick up some flyers and stuff. I want to give a big round of applause to them over there as well. Super round of applause. And last but not least, let's give another big round of applause to the district attorney's office. Let's give them a big round of applause because everybody's doing their job now. Hello, like I don't know how long it's gonna take. That's not cool. It's not fair, especially as me being a a survivor from this and an advocate for it, it is not fair. So I'm voicing for stronger laws when it comes to order protections being violated. You understand? Remember when I said Sharango had a no harassment order? Well, Sharango definitely got that no contact full blown order, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're gonna come back with that order and we're gonna show y'all a different one because the one I was showing y'all before, okay, the one before, this one is old now. Okay, this one back here is old. There's a new one out, ladies and gentlemen. And that one is a full blown. And I'm absolutely excited for that because I've been fighting for that for the past couple of months now, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I don't know what's been going on and going wrong, but I'm absolutely happy that they apologized. Okay, they did apologize. That it's taking this long. And, it's time for people to, suffer their consequences up out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Keep your voices heard, all right? No matter who you are, male or female, right here locally in Binghamton and the surrounding areas. Keep your voices heard. They violating your order protection. Keep your voice heard. Do not feed into what they're doing, especially if you're not. Listen, let me tell you something. Most people, when they come out these situations, they may not come out these situations and they become an advocate or they come out and do what I'm doing, right? You have people that come out these situations and they just want to be left alone. They survived it. They moving on with their life. They're not coming out to do things like this, right? They may talk about it amongst the people in their community or their family members. But when you are actually coming out here and you is advocating for it and you're all across, everybody is starting to know, okay, Shireen Grove. Tiana McLaughlin, okay, she's spreading awareness. Let's go. She's been through it, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to start keeping your boots on the ground. Stop allowing these people to do things to you. And another thing, do not feed into it. All right. And what I mean by do not feed into it is don't be over there when they cursing you out and you start cursing them right back out right along with it. Listen, that's what they like. Okay, they like that. Don't be sitting and trying to explain your whole life because they cursing you out and you trying to, oh, I'm so sorry, or you trying to explain whatever. No, they like that. The narcissistic men and women like that, okay? And I'm gonna tell you like this. If they're doing anything, you trying to get away from these situations, listen, get away from the situations. It's called no contact for a reason. Narcissistic people, right? That have these tendencies, some traits that's diagnosed with it, or they may not be diagnosed with it, right? They don't care. Okay. They don't care about anything. The only thing they care about is themselves. All right. So if I was you and you in these situations, I was kind of having a conversation with one of the counselors I used to counsel with back in the rise, because I gave them my flyer and they was looking at it. And now they all got my flyer, ladies and gentlemen, down to the DA's office. They got my flyer, ladies and gentlemen. So Shireen World is definitely ringing some bells up out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling y'all, this gonna be an example. And it's gonna follow suit for the rest of y'all out here in these streets that got DV tendencies and that's out here walking amongst some narcissistic tendencies. So y'all got multiple supplies in the cut. Y'all got issues. Y'all putting your hands on women and men. Don't end up on probation. Don't end up having to do a DV class, mandatory. Stuck. Damn. Don't end up just you don't want to end up there. So if you out there and you're a narcissist, male or female, you coming across my video, okay? The best bet is for you to go to the counselor and I don't know what to tell you. You might have other things going on with yourself mentally as well. So they could probably help fix that situation. But when it comes to like the narcissistic side, the most you're gonna get is counseling. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So please, no matter where you at, keep your boots on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, right here locally in Binghamton. So let's go. Welcome to Shireenville, everybody. We definitely gonna be getting into it. Let's go. I know, everybody. Welcome to Shireenville. It is that nice awareness, ladies and gentlemen. You already know. Terrain World is here. My boots is on the ground for everybody. All men and women. No matter who you are. You going through domestic violence, you going through something toxic, narcissistic, no matter what it is. Terrain World is definitely here for you. I'm a survivor through it. So listen, keep your boots on the ground. They violating your order protection. Keep your boots on the ground. They out there uh catching new charges or whatever, keep your boots on the ground. But the next thing, do not be antagonizing with these people. Don't feed into the mess with these people and remove yourself out of the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Because I'm telling you, it's only going to get better when you get yourself out of the situation, right? You're going to see how much better it will feel. You will be so much happy because a lot of people don't really know what a narcissistic relationship may feel like or look like, especially if you're dealing with somebody with DV tendencies. You'll definitely pick that up quick. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're dealing with somebody that got domestic violence tendencies or anything, please, there's help out here located in Boone County and the surrounding areas. No matter where you at, pick up the phone, contact the Domestic Violence National Hotline number. They can help you. They can help you get to, advocates or to whoever you got to get to. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shireen's World right here on YouTube. Let's go. If you haven't already, share the video, whatever it is. And a lot of people are scared to talk about domestic violence, but it's cool. It's a lot going on and a lot going wrong around here, but we gotta have that conversation. And if we don't have that conversation, then what? It's just gonna keep going and keep going. We know it's gonna keep going out there, but as long as we start getting people aware on what's going on and what's going on, then maybe it'll help people start recognizing these unhealthy relationships that's out there, and maybe it will start helping people holding other people accountable, like their family members, when they're doing these toxic things. That's why I say you gotta heal. Heal, ladies and gentlemen, no matter who you are, heal. Because if you don't heal, you end up toxic, unhealed, and then you're gonna move on to the next relationship, and then it's gonna be the same thing with you, and all you're gonna do is keep running people away, ladies and gentlemen. No matter who you are, no matter where you're located, make sure you guys get the tools in your pocket. That is the main goal. Break the cycle. I hope y'all understand. Okay? And if you are a survivor, if you are going through it, you want to talk about it amongst somebody that you feel that's trusting, that you can talk about it to, that's not gonna share it or whatever, or not gonna look at you crazy. Listen, talk about it. You can talk about it, and it will feel like, as you being a survivor and everything, it feels good to talk about those things. If you gotta sit amongst people that thinks it's funny or whatever, then they don't know. They just never been through it, and once they get, they go through it, or maybe one of their family members go through it, then they start to open up their third eye. You understand? Because it's no joke, right? Absolutely not. Especially right here in Boone County. It's no joke at all. Y'all need to get the awareness out here in Boone County, right? And especially wintertime, listen, it's coming up soon, quick. Fall is gonna be coming soon, and these narcissists and these supplies is gonna be looking for extra supplies to lurk on, no matter where they at. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do not be a narcissist supply. Keep your voice heard. That's the most I could tell you guys. Okay, educate yourself on what's going on. Don't dwell on anything that's keeping you back. Try to think about positive things. Try to set some goals for yourself. Write it all down in a book and just jot it off as you go by, no matter how long it takes for you to complete that mission. Okay? Because I'm telling you, when you come out these situations, you will feel so much better. Okay? It doesn't get easy as soon as you come out. I'm not gonna lie. But after you get over that part, that stuck part, you would definitely feel so much better about yourself, on how you're feeling, what you're doing. You can make your own choices. You don't feel like you're taking care of somebody else. It's just everything in a nine, y'all. You're not getting abused. You don't got to deal with toxic coming from somebody with narcissistic tendencies or somebody that has domestic violence tendencies, right? So, welcome to Shireen's World, everybody. I'm gonna start heading up out of here. Make sure y'all check out my video later on. Shireen will definitely be back up here a little later with another video. Okay, so y'all stay tuned for that. Check out my community wall. I do have some side things up there for y'all to tune in to look at. If you have any questions, definitely drop it in the comments, or you could drop it on my community wall, or if you're on my support group page, most definitely drop it up there. I would definitely see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen. What is the goal? To break the cycle, educate yourself, and heal. Do not dwell on these things and try to remove yourself out of those toxic situations. Alrighty? Thank you. Welcome to Shireen's World. I appreciate you all. Don't be out here registering on cards. Don't be on no dating site at whatever. Okay? And start knowing who you're dealing with. Alrighty? Because these narcissists and these DV people are hidden and they're walking amongst us. You don't know who they are. They're going to lie to you. They're going to swindle you. They're going to gaslight you very quickly. Understand what's going on and what's going wrong. And practice healthy relationships. Self-care. Remember, your mental, your children, whatever you have, that you don't want to lose. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate you all. And as you know, this is Shireen's World. I'm a peer mentor survivor for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse relationships for all men and women right here locally in Binghamton and the surrounding areas. I appreciate you all. And I also have a radio show as well on the WBZY 99.5 right here locally in Binghamton that comes on air every Friday at 6 p.m. So y'all can tune into that, alrighty? And then you can tune into my Facebook support group page, which is for domestic violence and narcissistic relationships I survive, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, y'all can tune into all of those things that's up here, all right, ladies and gentlemen, and get the awareness that you need. Like I said, my radio show goes live on the air every Friday, 6 p.m. Okay, you can call in while I'm live on the air. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can tune into my YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Facebook on my support group page. I got almost 3K followers in there. You can follow me over there. That's for domestic violence and narcissistic relationships I survive. Alrighty, y'all can get the awareness. All right, listen. Break that cycle up out here in Boone County. And no matter where you're located, it's real. Reach out to these licensed advocates that's here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. I'm going to head up out of here. Thank you. Later, everybody.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.